Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah.
You know, I'm just feeling my own candy over here. Hey, Vivas, and welcome to our season fucking finale, honey. It has been a good, amazing, wonderful season. I still cannot believe we are in season 4, let alone closing season 4. Clearly, welcome to my lair. Clearly, I am coming to you from another remote location, as I did last week and a couple weeks ago. And we're going to dish about a few things tonight. I am right now at the Hilton, downtown Hilton, yes, in Atlanta. I am going to compete for my National Entertainer of the Year prelim tomorrow night. Shout out to my husband, Chip, who is dressing me. And shout out to National Entertainer of the Year. I'm very excited to go back this year, praying that we get to, and that we have a cute ticket on the way there. So, dish time, honey. We're going to dish, and then we're going to get into some other things. But tonight it's me and you and me. And we're going to close out the season the way we want to, honey. So, dish time. Pageants. I've been doing a lot of them. Thank you. Thank you for the colors. I figured, bitch, a queen loves her some neons, and so we are going to give you some neons and some sparkles. So pageants. Let's see. I did in this season. I did Miss Gay Rochester, where I was a lovely second alternate. I did Renaissance, where I was a lovely second alternate. I then did, what was next? Was it Glamorous next? Where, girl, slayed, tried and true, stabbed. By the way, congratulations to my sister, Roxy Andrews. She is going to be a wonderful Miss Glamorous, and we are very excited for her reign and her year. And like everybody said, nobody said the bitch shouldn't have won. People had some questions about scores, y'all are, the internet is ablaze with our scores, because I will say this, Renaissance posted the scores, and the scores are the scores. That's what the judges saw. But when you enter a pageant, it is the opinion of 5 to 7 folks. So that is what it is. I was very proud of what I brought. I did everything that I could, or everything that I wanted to. I could have done more, but I did what I wanted to, let's say that. And this Sunday is no exception. I am very excited to compete for Georgia Regional Entertainer of the Year, not National, Georgia Regional Entertainer of the Year, FI, and I'm competing tomorrow. We have registration at 11 a.m., honey, which we know drag queens cannot get out of bed for shit. And so that's kind of like if y'all have questions about pageantry, send them on in. Even if you have questions about me in pageantry, send them on in. I will say the best thing that came out of Glamorous were the relationships. Nima is a very good friend of mine now. I am so sorry I could not see him last night at his event. We were really trying, but just, girl, shit came up. I got to be friends with Gia Bianca Stevens. I'm really just so proud of our friendship and what we put out there, and just the fact that we can come back and say, we're still us. It's fine. We're doing it. Look at my ring, by the way. Hey, ring. And then, but yeah, if you have questions, concerns, comments about pageantry, girl, send it on in. Let's chat tonight. We do have a couple of clips for you that we're going to, oh yes, the lumberjack pageant. I did do Sawmill. I think I was a lovely third alternate there. Lovely. Out of, I think, 11 girls. So not bad. I will say the winner did say to me that I won that pageant. So I felt good. I really have felt good about every pageant that I've done and everything that I've brought. Some people don't get what I do because I'm a live singer. Some people don't. I will say, Dominic and I were chatting about this backstage. The comment that I had the most of was that I needed to pull my wig back. So, y'all, I actually glued my hairline down, and you can see it starts right here. We glued her back to here. So I don't have a 4-head. I have a 2-head. 2-head. No 4. Not even a 3. So right now I'm given a 3-head. I do not have a 4-head. It's just not what it is. So they kept telling me to pull it back, and my dresser was like, girl, if we pull your wig back anymore, you're gonna see the middle of your head. So we're playing with things. 2 heads are better than 1. Absolutely. By the way, I'm drinking a cocktail that my husband made, and he did a very good job. I'm very happy with it. We're drinking a little Kettle One, grapefruit and rose, some cranberry, and a splash of lemonade. So, what else happened? Oh, the debacle on our website. Dominic, I fucking figured it out. Actually, JoJo figured it out. JoJo is somebody that Dominic and I both know. We were in the chorus together. JoJo has been helping me with my website and helped me build my website. And we got hacked. Pirated is what they said, right? Yes. So we got pirated, and somebody, this has actually happened a lot to some of JoJo's other clients that are LGBTQ or have LGBTQ things on their websites. We did check the back end because I do have a shop on my website. Nobody's information was compromised. We actually had that. That was my first concern. Like, let's figure out if people's information, because I sell my merch, all of that on the website. So we will have all the resources that we said we were going to have up on AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. I almost said VivaAaliyah.com. AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. We really should change that. But nobody's personal information. They really just like shut down my website. And so we actually have to get a few back-end folks involved. There may be some authority, something involved, but at this point, our web hosting platform, which I should know and I don't. I almost said StreamYard, but that's what we're on right now. They are taking care of it for us. So thank you to them. They know what's going on. They know it's potentially some sort of like hate crime-ish thing. So that's what's been going on with the website. We have promised mental health resources. We have promised resources to donate to Ukrainian families. We have promised a lot, and all of that is going to go up. I have my webmaster not just like fixing the issue, but we're going to rebuild AaliyahMartinezQueen.com just to make sure that all of those things are up there that we said were going to be up there. So with all that said, we've dished, we've done that. You have questions about things, ask me. Honey, I'm an open book. Y'all know me. I'm going to answer. With all that said, we have had a fucking phenomenal season. I've had the privilege of traveling a little bit more than other folks. People have brought me in. People have let me do what I do best and just be me, Aaliyah. And it's really been a fun ride. I've been able to travel with my husband to a couple pageantry things and do a couple drag things. I've had my sister Tajma Stetson with me, Sarah, who is watching right now and home with our pups. Thank you. Got to go to Miss Rochester with me. And it's been a crazy fucking ride, y'all. But where I want y'all to be, where I want you to be, and I'm just looking up the dates. I'm not randomly getting on my phone. Where I want y'all to be, July 28th through 31st, July 28th through 31st, which Viva will be going on during that time. So we're going to figure that one out. I want y'all to be in Louisville, Kentucky, because you know what's going to happen? We're going to Viva me the crown. We are going to Viva me the crown. We are going to go to EOY, and we are going to make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's and do everything we need to bring that crown back to New York City, honey. National Entertainer of the Year is in my heart. It is in my soul. It is what I want to be. It is what I want to do. So come join me. Louisville, Kentucky, July 28th through 31st. Be there at the C2. And I'm hopefully going to qualify this weekend. If not, we'll figure it out. But we are. We're gonna. I've been told go in with confidence and you will do well. I also have to give two pageantry shout outs for this weekend. My dear sister Tajma Stetson is competing for Miss Gay Missouri America tonight is final night. And my brother Noah Lee Richards is competing in New York City for Liberty Continental. So we have three of the four major systems, honey, just represented right here in my little family. And I'm just grateful for that. So like I said, we had a really great season. We've done a lot of cool things. We've had a lot of cool guests. And so what I wanted to do is take the beginning of the season, take a couple of just clips from the first few episodes and just reminisce on it and see if Dominic and I have something to say about it, if y'all have something to say about it, give comments. But also, what I really love about Viva is it's my platform to not just do Aaliyah, but kind of stretch my clothing, my wardrobe, my hair. And so let's roll the first clip and we'll come back and talk about it.
They're not going to move on it unless we make our voices heard. And that's what we can do at GLAAD and at other queer groups is organize that energy and point it to our enemies and people we need to move.
Awesome. Is everybody ready to take action?
Yes!
So before
I think it's about new genres of media, not new, but new ones that we're driving queer inclusion in, like video games is huge, right?
Yeah.
Queer gamers, they're not safe. There's so much hate and harassment on so many of the RPGs and games like that. And also the storylines, like we just had our first trans playable character in a major video game last year. It's like, well, how is that possible? Just happening.
Hey Vivas, and welcome to season 4! I am so excited to be here with you. Wow, we took a break this time around. Dominic and I definitely needed it to get some things together. We had a live viewing here in New York City at the Duplex. Thank you, Duplex, Thomas and staff for taking care of us. It could not have gone better, except for the fact that our internet went out, but that was not his fault. That's old buildings in New York City. We tried. We had MiFis and Wi-Fis, and we tried to connect to phones and all of that, but the show went how it did, and that was wonderful. Number 69.
Sex positivity. Let's do it.
Sex positivity.
Let's do it.
We definitely need to talk about sex positivity on the next episode. So we are here together. This is right now a mini family reunion, and we obviously have some folks that are not with us right now. Cole, who might join us later, possibly. Rabbi is not here this time around, and Jared was. Thank you. I made it myself. The background. And Jared is traveling, I believe, dyeing his hair. Something happened. He needed
Gay hair emergency.
Yeah.
Hey Vivas, this is a very interesting show today. So as you can see, I am in a parking lot right now. I'm also not in Face. I wanted to give y'all a little update. I am actually making this announcement right here on Viva for the very first time. It's not a secret. It's just something we haven't announced yet. I am actually competing for the Miss Rochester pageant this weekend, tomorrow. And you are joining me on our journey. We stopped off for a quick show. I have my friend Sarah with me. She just walked in to get some snacks. And
that's it. So, as you can see, I was watching. I was into it. So lots to discuss there, y'all. One, we had our first fucking live show this season. Dominic and I worked really, really, really hard to make sure that it was together and that it was just beautiful. And it was so cool. Internet shit happens, but we had a live show. We were in person. We had an audience, which has been our dream since season 1. So we were able to do that. I got to see some of my fam again. Obviously, Dominic is like number one in the family. when it comes to the boys, or the folks, I should say, because not all of them identify as he. But we got to see our babes and like hang out and talk about whatever the hell we wanted to. And then y'all, I made a first on Viva Aaliyah. I showed up as Michael. So lots of things happened, and I just like, we have a really cool platform and we are able to do so much with it. And so I hope that y'all just continue to like share our stories and continue to talk about it and continue to bring this platform to your spaces and share it beyond that. We are going to take a little bit of a break again between season 4 and season 5. And what we're going to do in that time is revamp, reconfigure, all of that, and readjust, and just make sure that we are giving to the community as much as we possibly can. And that's what this show is about. That's why I started this show. I think that's a huge part of why Dominic joined this show, is because we are here to tell queer stories in the right way, because we allow folks to tell their own story on our show. And my story has been crazy and up and down. And I talk about mental health a lot, and that we've had another mental health panel, and we're going to have another one in season 5, maybe 2, you never know. But we're going to talk about some real issues on this show. And I think season 5 is going to, I always say it's going to dig deeper, it's going to be bigger, but it is. Season 4 was bigger than season 3, and season 3 was bigger than season 2. So we have that platform. Let us know if there are folks you would want to see on the show, if there's somebody specific that is in the queer community or queer facing or adjacent that supports the queer community that you would want to see on Viva Aaliyah. We're always willing to take suggestions and reach out to folks. We tend to not go the Drag Race girl route unless they're family. Not that I think Drag Race is bad. I think Drag Race has its own platform to speak on. So if you're saying you want me to book Bianca Del Rio or Alaska or Jinx Monsoon or Adore Delano or any of those girls, it's probably not going to happen. One, they cost too much. And two, that's not our style. So we are going to play a quick game. I have no idea, by the way, what names are coming up here. I don't even know what we're going to call this game yet. Maybe Dominic has a name for it already. But Dominic is going to flash guest names. I don't know what season they're from or when they were on the show. I don't know if it was season 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. And I'm going to have to give my initial reaction. Dominic is coming in audio, the voice of God.
I am. Thank you. Gosh, here we are, season 4. Or season 4 ending.
How did you do this?
I don't know. But one of the things I was just thinking about while you were speaking is that we hear this word a lot on Viva, the word platform, giving our community a platform. And I've always, kind of just dismissed that word. But, today in particular, this evening, while I'm thinking about it, and as I'm looking at some of the names and some of the best of and some of the guests that we've had over the last season and even the last seasons. And it's like, what you have done here is incredible, because, anybody could just go on their Instagram live and start talking about issues or whatever they're feeling for the day. But when they come together with other members of our community, that's what makes it special, and that's what makes it unique. When we come together to share with others what we are and who we are. And I think that is the true spirit of Viva. And so I thank you. I thank you for that gift and for what you've given us. So thank you.
I mean, I could not have done it without you. We are truly, we love Dominic. I love that Dominic puts up the comments too.
But anyways, I've got some names to flash up on screen. That we don't know. We don't know what we're gonna call this game. We'll figure it out afterwards. But
So audience participation on the name of the game while we're playing it. All
I
right.
love that. Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick drink and just prep myself. And to all of the former guests, I'm so sorry. But y'all know, I say it every episode. I speak my mind and I do it in a way that could get me in trouble, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay, here we go.
Here, without further ado, here we go. Let's talk about
Dextacy. Ooh, country. That girl is country. I live for her, but she is not I do live for her. I think she's sweet as pie, but she is country as hell. She was yes ma'am and all these things, and I believe she's from Arkansas. And she just is she's so fun and country as hell. So Dex, if you're out, actually I know where you are. You're at Miss Gay Missouri America. I hope you see this. Girl, you are country as hell, and I live for it. You are exactly what Miss Gay America needs right now. So do your thing, honey.
We love her. All right, let's talk about
Jeffrey Kelly, beauty. That bitch is so pretty and wears more makeup than most drag queens I know. Wash face. The kid is beautiful, but Jeffrey Kelly has this like routine. It's on YouTube, so I'm not calling him out for something that he hasn't done. He has his boy face like tutorial on YouTube somewhere, or it's on his Facebook or something. Also, I promise you, he will be famous because, I mean, come on, the things I've worn. I'm wearing one of his garments this weekend for crowning. So, love you, Jeffrey Kelly, and get back to me because we have more work to do.
Love that.
Middlesexx, oh, icon. She is iconic. She has given a platform for so many of us. Also, we did a memorial kind of like redo of her interview into a memorial. And I think the entire drag community that is kind of like the classic drag community that I grew up in was just, our breath was taken away when Tiffani passed. And when something like that happens and we have such a big reaction, there is nothing else you can say but that she was an icon and she was somebody that we all strive to be.
Absolutely. Let's take it here.
Look at your boy! She is that bitch is bendy. That's the first word that comes. She is a ballerino, and we'll let you see. I get a little like, if Olive Oil from the Popeye movie was like a sex kitten, that would be. Can you see it? She's like so tall and so like, I don't want to say lanky because she's not lanky, but she's like so
sure.
Limmy, we'll say, and she's a cute boy and all of that, but like as a drag queen, she just has that like, she's really those features of Olive Oil from Popeye, but prettier than Shelley was.
That's her inspiration, Popeye. Olive. All right, we got two more. Let's talk about
trash comedy. And I mean that in the best way. I think Sherry Vine made a name for herself in New York City and around the world, just speaking her fucking mind. And when she speaks her mind, people laugh. And I think that's the kind of queen that not only I strive to be, but I've gotten from other folks that I am. I don't think I'm necessarily funny, but I do say a lot of things that people laugh at because I just speak my mind. And I'm like, if more people just did this and just like came out and said what they were thinking, first of all, well, it'd be over for Sherry Vine and me, but
Ah,
but it would. I think we would all just be a lot less uptight, right? We would have like so much more to celebrate because we're honest with each other. Honesty is like it goes back to the old saying, honesty is the best policy, and Sherry Vine is trash comedy honest.
sure. Let's end on a.
I'm kind of scared for the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we're gonna end on a high note here with the lovely.
Glamour! Paris, France. So I will say I am disappointed. Paris, France was at Glamorous, and I did not get a picture with her.
Oh,
But Paris, France is an early Continental winner. Early Continental winner. And the Continental has been around since 80, I think. Yeah. And she was one of the first like major Continental winners and looks as if she's battling 35 and just glam as ever. I mean, you can go on her Facebook page and just look at the photos from her at Glamorous. By the way, Jim Flint, the national promoter and owner of Continental, was in the world famous Baton Show Lounge, was at Glamorous. And it was him, Skip McCall, Paris, France, Danielle Hunter, just like legends upon legends, honey, pose. But Paris was just that statuesque, beautiful woman. So, yeah. Wow, that was fun. That was how interesting this twist is. Jennifer Fox! I love you. So, Miss Jennifer, I am going to National Entertainer of the Year prelim in right here in Atlanta, Georgia tomorrow. So Georgia Regional Entertainer of the Year. Welcome to the stage, Limby. Who's Limby? Oh, Limby, like a limb. Got it. Anyway, all right. So we have had such a great. Wow, I said this show was only going to be a half hour, but I have 2 more clips to show, honey. And we also need to do a good closeout, Dominic and I do together. So Dominic, you are going to come back on. But we have more beginning of season clips to show. So let's roll number 2. I can hear you.
Wow, technology works good, especially when you have somebody else doing it for you.
How's your day going?
Well, it's good, and I want to apologize to you on the air and to all the viewers and or listeners because it's going to do 2 different things. It's going to start out video, and about the misunderstanding. I didn't know I was supposed to be on camera, and so I'm sitting you're in bed with Kelly Lauren right now. Ooh. Oh my God! I just referred to myself in the third person. That's so fucking creepy.
We're going to have a new segment on Viva Aaliyah called In Bed with Kelly Lauren.
Well, you know what? I have unlimited guests.
What? Okay. I already said, earlier I said I'm going to do something, and he said, what? I said, never mind, don't worry about it. It's Dominic's birthday! Dominic just turned 30. He is officially an adult now. He can go do lots of things. I think at 30, nothing happens except for your knees start giving out, your back starts giving out. But welcome to the dark side, my love.
Dum de dum dum dum.
How are you?
I'm amazing. Hi y'all. How y'all doing?
Hi, Miss United States.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, baby. That's it.
The family is here. How are you, babe?
Doing amazing, thank you. I'm still here at dinner. I was like, y'all, I have to go in the car because I have to be a part of this interview. So yeah, I'm in the car just chilling.
So when you're inside, what are you drinking?
So I actually brought my drink out. I said to the waitress, Miss Mamas, could you put it in the to-go cup?
Yeah. I remember your interview. Oh my God. Kill Kill me
This
with
bitch sounds like she's having an orgasm. Oh my goodness.
Drag does that.
His voice. In my Christian voice.
In your Christian voice. Will you do that for me one time? I need to hear.
Randall, I just want to know, am I doing a good job as Mr. Renaissance Opulence? That is Christian. That's the love of our life. I tell you.
Yes. Okay. So 3 more amazing episodes. So I would love to say that Kelly Lauren was the first person to have to call in for an episode, but at our live show, we had Jimmy James, who we thought was going to be in New York, and he thought he was not going to be in New York, and thought he was going to be in New York. Sorry, just drinking sparkling water. Call in, and that's how we kind of finished our live show. But Kelly Lauren, always a treasure to talk to. Talked to us a lot about Continental and how she got her start in Continental, and we all love the big systems. I love Miss Gay America. I love Continental. I love going and seeing pageantry. It's just beautiful to me. It's stage production, and that's why I do drag, to be on stage and to be an actress. Actually, Jennifer Fox, if you're still watching, you talk about that a lot. You're an actress. You're an actor. You have this persona that you put on stage. Sorry, my eye is a little watery. But it's not necessarily about female impersonation or drag. I'm wording this horribly, but you, of course, word it very eloquently. And that's what it is for me. This is my character. This is who I get to put on stage and act out and do the things with. So yeah, we talked about pageantry. We talked about Continental. We went into Gay United States, our new family. I'm very happy to have Starzy on. She's doing amazing. She had a prelim just this last weekend in Kansas, I'm sorry. And then finished out with Randall, the national promoter of Renaissance. So great time with all of them. I'm going to jump into the next clip, and then we can do some comments maybe, and then we're going to close out. We're going to close out a little early tonight. Y'all have a pageant tomorrow. So let's roll clip 3, and this is for the beginning of Viva Aaliyah season 4.
Hello, everybody! Sawadee-ka!
Yes, your catchphrase for your entire reign and life, really. Talk to me about that. What made you decide to bring that greeting into your reign?
Okay, I was gonna say it's a catchphrase. If it's a catchphrase, that means it's a catchphrase for my entire the country of Thailand. So I'm originally born and raised in Thailand, and so Sawadee it means hello. It's just like aloha in Hawaiian, right? So it's like hello, goodbye. It's the same thing. Sawadee-ka.
I mean, if that's what you look like with COVID, though, come on now. The rest of us are like...
You're very kind. I feel like, yeah, anyway.
Well, I am very delighted to have you on the show. You are somebody that I have watched throughout my drag career, and I've seen your art up. Your art was actually up in the Out Hotel for a while, correct?
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately no longer in New York City. But I remember performing at Excel and being there and just having an amazing time.
It was a moment, the Art Hotel. It was really fun.
We're hanging out. You're catching me between gigs, which is what a feat.
So you just finished a gig and you have another one tonight?
Yes.
Work. Good for you.
I got a nice little hour nap before having to jump into this. It was great. Everything timed out perfectly.
So you are, before we jump into the questions, you have something in your glass, I'm hoping. So let's talk about that. What are we drinking? What's going on?
A nice little white wine.
So three more guests that I really love and adore. Pataya Hart, my dear sister, now a forever Miss Gay America. She reigned so beautifully, and I'm so proud of her for being Miss Gay America. She's actually qualified now for Continental, and I hope she goes back and slay. We have said this, and I'm just going to put this out there in the universe. This year is the year of the comeback queen. I'm putting it out there. I'm saying it. I'm speaking it into existence. My best friend Taj Stetson is going back to America. I am going back to National Entertainer of the Year. Pataya Hart is going back to Continental, and Sister Mocha Montrese is going back to All American Goddess. This is the year of the comeback queen, honey. I just hope that by putting it out in the universe, we're pulling it back in. So, year of the comeback queen, here we come. So anyway, Pataya Hart, love her. She is my New York sister. I really just have such a heart for her. Magnus Hastings. Not only did I get to know Magnus, I went to LA for work. I work for GLAAD, so we have an LA office. And I got to spend time with him. And he's so sweet and just wonderful. And we did a little photo shoot, and it was beautiful and wonderful. And just afterwards, I think honestly, like the photo shoot was a dream come true. But afterwards, just hanging out with him and just being with him and just having cocktails and meeting all of his friends, I mean, it was just a lot of fun. And then Lady Celestina is a New Jersey sister, and her point of view on drag is not so different, but it's different than a lot of other queens. And she deserves a lot of credit for what she puts out into the world and the shows that she produces. And I truly believe the phrase, and I have not always been this, that all drag is art and all art is valid. And that doesn't mean it's all good, but it means it's all valid. And I am a girl who likes a shape, we'll say. I like a nail. My nails may not be your nails. I think that a wig should be on for me. I don't always think everybody else should. And I love a good heel. Some girls perform in boots, some girls perform in heels. So that's my take on drag. But we have, hey boo, hey 13, what's up, bitch? But I think that there is room in the world for everybody's drag to be. Gia, I was actually talking about you at the beginning of the show. I wish you were watching then. But you can go back and look. All of our episodes are available on my Facebook, my YouTube, my Twitter, and my Twitch. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, season 4 is crazy to say to me. It's been a really crazy ride. I have to say that because of all of you watching, and Dominic and I have the privilege of watching how many viewers we have only on Facebook and YouTube. I think actually they took away the YouTube numbers because I was looking into it a little bit. But anyway, we used to be able to look at Facebook and YouTube, and I think we're just looking at Facebook now. But just watching how many people stay for as long as they do, and really seeing how long you're engaged in this. Again, this show is for queer people. It's about queer people. It is to tell our stories our way. It's to have a lot of fucking fun. It's to cry when we need to. It's to laugh when we want to. And I need this in my life. And so thank you to all of you out there who watch us and who come along on this journey with us and just support us every day, because without you, there would be no show. So, Dominic, are you there, darling?
I am. And what a wonderful way. And I'll echo what you were just saying. And this is resonating in my head, so excuse me if I'm not so eloquent on it. But we've had these conversations about how it really means something to see our viewers, as you're scrolling through your feed, the folks that actually take the time to stop and engage and connect with us. And that really means a lot to us. So I thank you for saying that. And, as we head into the spring and summer, as the world starts to reopen and we get back to that rapid pace of our lives, I think that it's important to do something similar to like what you did tonight, which is just stop, take a moment to pause and reconnect, and really be intimate with your friends and family. And because I think if the last 2 years have taught us anything, and even the last 4 seasons of this show have taught us anything, is that that's what truly matters.
Yeah.
The people that you love and the ones that are close to you. So thank you for saying that.
So for those of y'all watching who don't know, Dominic is not only just my friend or the voice that is coming from God knows where. Dominic is a producer for Viva, Aaliyah, and has done so much for us and is just beyond anything I could have. Dominic was already beyond anything I could have asked for in my life, because Dominic, you've been such a good friend, and we've had so many crazy nights and so many beautiful days and parties together and Thanksgivings and Christmases and all of that. But what we have been able to do with this show is beyond what I could have expected when I started this March 2020. Is that when the pandemic started? And it's just been crazy. So I will be honest with everybody out there. Dominic and I have no idea what we're going to do for season 5 opening yet. I think we have ideas, what we want to do, but nothing is solidified. What we are going to do is come back to you in May, probably late May. In between, we'll be showing episodes of Viva here and there, kind of reruns, if you will, like all other shows do. And we'll also be putting out some Viva Entertainer clips and edits for you, just to keep the spark alive. But Dominic, you and I have a lot to live up to coming from 4 to 5, right?
We sure do. And as you were saying a second ago, we're not quite sure where we're going. We have a jillion ideas, good God. But I'm not worried about it, because as long as we stick to that true core of what Viva is, we're going to be just fine, and we're going to continue to turn out some really, really good work. And so I'm excited.
And you never know, it might not be New York City. We might come to a city near you to broadcast our season 5. I almost said 4. 5 opening. Oh my God, 5. Season 5. Season 5.
And y'all know this bitch loves to travel. She's been all over the place this season.
And that's actually something you and I were talking about backstage. Like, the fact that we are able to do our season 4 closing in a remote location shows that the world is taking a new turn. And we also need to be safe, and we also need to think about each other, and make sure that when masks are mandated, we're wearing them, and that we're vaccinated, and that we're watching out for each other, because the world is a fucking scary place right now. But we are able to do things that we were not able to do a year ago. And we need to remember that we are in a time of progress as long as we make progress happen. And
absolutely responsibly.
Yes, responsibly. But that also includes, it just popped into my head now, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, but I just want to say this, that responsibility includes educating our queer youth and our youth, and allowing them a platform to speak for themselves, and allowing them to register to vote, and make sure that they are educated on what they need to be educated on, and not taking education away from them because we feel like they shouldn't know it. They should know everything. We should know everything. And we just have to move forward. We have to move forward in a positive way. And that's what we hope to accomplish here. Dominic and I will be fully live one day. I have no doubt. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We will be fully live one day in front of a studio audience every week, and just loving life. But until then, I love each and every one of you. Dominic, I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for the show.
I thank you.
Do you have anything last minute to say to the kids?
I don't. Just, hug each other, love each other. We're going into a new era now, and I think we all know it. And so I will echo what you just said, to do it responsibly, and do it with the people that you love. So thank you.
And also my lashes on a little crooked. Sorry, I did not mean to ruin that moment. To close out the show, I'm going to close out like I always do. I love you. Please take care of each other the way you want to be taken care of. Please protect each other. Make sure that our trans brothers and sisters have a street to walk down. Please make sure that our BIPOC brothers and sisters are able to vote, are able to register, are able to function. Shoot down these bills by voting for the people that are going to take them and tear them apart. Make sure that we are educated, that we are strong, that we are going at it together. It is not a L and a G community. We are LGBTQIA+. We have so many more people in our community that need a voice, and it is our job as gay men, lesbian women, and drag queens especially, to put our voices out there for them. It gets tiring speaking for yourself, and so we have to do it for them. I love you all. You are worth more than you know to me, and I seriously can't believe I'm signing off for season 4, but season 5 is going to be another ride that I want you all on with us. I love you so much. From Atlanta, Georgia, Viva Aaliyah.
Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah.